seconds, 5 seconds. Start. At 11 am, the water level recorded at Josimath was 1388 meter. During the 2013 Uttarakhand flash floods, the highest flood level at Josimath was 1385.54 meter. The water level of the Dolinga River at Josimath flowed at a perilously high level, breaching all records. Central Water Commission officials said after a part of the Nanda Devi glacier broke off in Uttarakhand's Chamoli district, leading to massive floods. The glacial burst triggered an avalanche and a deluge in the Alaknanda River system that washed away hydroelectric stations and trapped more than 100 laborers who are feared dead. The intensity of the river's flow in a short span of time was such that it engulfed whatever came in its way. This was a grim reminder of the Kedarnath deluge of 2013, which led to widespread devastation in the ecological fragile Himalayan region. At 11 am, the water level recorded at Josimath was 1388 meter. Soumitra Halder, Chairman, Central Water Commission, told PTI. During the 2013 Uttarakhand flash floods, the highest flood level (HFL) at Josimath was 1385.54 meter, he added. However, by 6 pm on Friday, February 7, the water level of the river had reached the normal levels recorded a day before, said Rajesh Kumar, the Superintendent Engineer, Upper and Middle Ganga Division of the Central Water Commission. He said water levels have started receding. At Josimath, which bore the fury of floods, the water level recorded at 1 pm on February 6 was 1372.58 meter. At 6 pm on Friday 7, hours after the disaster, the water level was 1375 meter. In Nandprayag, at the lower stretches of the river, the water level at 6 pm was 840.40 meter. A day before, it was 848.30 meter at 1 pm. Mr. Kumar said the situation was similar in Rudraprayag, Srinagar, Devprayag, Rishikesh and Devprayag. The water level at the Srinagar hydroelectric project was also at the mean draw down level, which had accommodate excess flow from the upper stretches. This will released slowly, Mr. Halder added. The sudden flood in the middle of the day in the Dholinga, Rishiganga and the Alaknanda rivers, all intricately linked tributes of the Ganga triggered widespread panic and large-scale devastation in the high mountain areas. Two power projects, NTPCs, Tapovan Vishnugad Hydel project and the Rishi Ganga Hydel project, were extensively damaged with scores of laborers trapped in tunnels as the waters came rushing in. At least 12 men were rescued safely from a tunnel in the Tapovan project, but at least 125 were still missing. As night fell in the ecologically fragile Himalayas and rescue work in the difficult to access areas became more difficult, there were fears they may be dead. Chief Minister Trivendra Singh Rawat said 7 bodies were recovered and at least 125 were missing. Educated youngsters are showing the way forward to reduce caste and community tensions in India by trying the knot in intermarriages, the Supreme Court said in a judgment. Educated younger boys and girls are choosing their life partners, which in turn is a departure from the earlier norms of society where caste and community play a major role. Possibly this is the way forward where caste and community tensions will reduce by such intermarriages. A bench led by Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul said in a recent verdict. Justice Kaul quoted B.R. Ambedkar's Annihilation of Caste, in which the father of the constitution said, "I am convinced that the real remedy is intermarriage. Fusion of blood can alone create the feeling of being kith and kin. Unless this feeling of kinship, of being kindred, becomes paramount, the separatist feeling, the feeling of being alliance created by caste, will not vanish, even as more and more cases challenging religious conversion laws enacted by several states reach the Supreme Court." Justice Kaul observed in the judgment on February 8 that consent of the family or community or clan is not necessary once the two adult individuals agree to enter into a wedlock, and that their consent has to be wisely given primacy. He said that the younger generation that chooses to marry beyond the norms of caste and community was facing threats from elders. The courts have been coming to the aid of these youngsters. Justice Kaul noted the bench, also comprising Justice Harikesh Roy, referred to the Hadia case and the Constitution Bench judgment, in which privacy was declared a fundamental right guaranteed in the Constitution. Intimacy of marriage lie within a core zone of privacy. Justice Kaul reproduced the core of the Haldia case judgment. The choice of an individual is an inextricable part of dignity, for dignity cannot be thought of where there is erosion of choice. Such a right or choice is not expected to succumb to the concept of class, honor, or group thinking, the Supreme Court held. The judgment came in a case filed by a lecturer and MBA graduate who fled from Bengaluru to Delhi to marry a man, an MTech and also an assistant professor. The investigating officer on a complaint filed by her relatives directed her to leave her husband and be present at the police station. She refused, saying they were legally married and it was her choice to do so. The court quashed the case against the couple and directed the police authorities to not only counsel the investigating officers but devise a training program to deal with such cases for the benefit of the police personnel. We expect to police authorities to take action on this behalf in the next 8 weeks to lay down some guidelines and training programs how to handle such socially sensitive cases, the Supreme Court ordered.